That's Baby Blue. I think that song derives from a much um, older song called Sister. I think both are played on a mandolin. Show you how to make it sound like on a standard tuned guitar with a capo on the 8th fret, changing your tuning. I don't know what the tuning would call, maybe C. But this changes this low E string to a C. So when you play like a G, G shape, I should say, you're I think you're really playing a E flat. So we are going to do Baby Blue or Sister. I don't know if they're the same exact song, but they are played very similarly. So we are up capoed on the 8th fret. You don't have to capo the 8th fret if you want it to be much, much lower. Same concept, right? However, if you want it to sound like it, you'll put your capo up on the 8th fret. And we are on this D string and we're open, and then we are going to hammer on the 2nd fret, and then we're going to hit the 4th fret, all on the D string. So we're going to hammer and pull, right? And then we're going to play an open G string right after the 4th fret. And then we're going to play the 3rd fret A string, 2nd fret A string, and then on the low E string we're going 2nd fret, 3rd fret, open A string, and then 2nd fret A string, and then low E string, open low E string. Okay, now we are going to play, that's the intro, right? And I guess the intro and then in between other verses and stuff like that, and maybe the ending. However, during the verse, we are going to strum a little bit. And then, but how to get into that is to do the intro, hammer and pull off on 2nd fret D string, 4th fret, open G string, and then I think this is a C suspended 2. I guess it's not a C anymore. Anyway, your 3rd fret A string and your 3rd fret B string, and then it goes down a half step to the 2nd fret A string with your 3rd fret B string, right? So it sounds like this. And then the, right? Confess your kiss still knocks me off my legs. Still I know I will forever, as you forever be, my one true broken heart, peace inside of me and you forever. Okay, so before we get into the chorus, it does this walk up. Kind of twice there. So it's a. So it does that twice, where you're going to go open low E string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, low E string, open A string, and then 1st fret, low E string, and then open low E string. And then it goes into like this D/F sharp, baby, to a G. Okay? That's what it sounds like. This is what it looks like. Baby, rest your head, no strain, no deceiving when you wake. Pray to the lights of all your angels, goodbye, my love, into your blue, blue eyes, your blue, blue world. You're my baby blue. And then right back into it, right? So that chorus is this D and then G. And then open A string, just this A string. I could call it a F sharp. That's the name of the note. However, it's just open A string, and then this like E minor 7, and then this C add 9, and then back to the C minor 7. So how you put your fingers down for that. So remember this G. So that note, I'm playing this open A string, which is an F sharp, okay? Not to confuse you, but if your capo's down, it's changing the names of the notes that we're playing. That being said, so this G, it's not really a G, but we're going to call it a G because it's the 3rd fret on the low E string, okay? Not really the 3rd fret, but we have capo there. It gets confusing when the capo is down, but I'll try to make it as simple as possible. So the 3rd fret from the capo, right? And then open A string, and then down on the 2nd fret from the capo on that A string with your ring finger down on that B string on the 3rd fret from the capo, okay? And then come over to the 3rd fret from the capo and the 2nd fret from the capo on your A and D string, keeping your ring finger on that 3rd fret from the capo B string. And then back. But this time we are going to also play the 2nd fret, making this a true, if the capo wasn't there, E minor 7, because we are keeping our ring finger on this B string, right? So we have our 2nd fret A string and D string pressed down with this B string, right? On the 3rd fret from the capo. And then back to the G shape. What makes this chord different from when you come back from this is we are not pressing the D string any longer. We're keeping that open, right? So I guess if you looked at a tab, it might show you this, but this, I'm not pressing down on that. Right back here, and now I'm hitting that D string on the 2nd fret from the capo. Okay, so the second time through, when you come back to it, you're either playing the full E minor. It's not technically an E minor, but you're playing those 2nd fret strings, right? And then it ends with "You're my baby blue," which is again is that walk from 2nd fret, 3rd fret, open A string, It's not a difficult song to play. You go and listen to it, think it'll sound pretty much the same as far as like where we are on the guitar versus him playing on a mandolin. I believe it's a mandolin. I don't even know if it's really tuned the way a mandolin's tuned. If you know anything about a mandolin, it's basically these four strings upside down, all tuned to this, each one tuned um, to the same note. Um, However, if you have a guitar in standard tuning, you throw your capo on the 8th fret and you can make it sound like Baby Blue or Sister, depending on the lyrics you're going to sing. I think. Don't quote me on that. You can tell me how wrong I am in the comments, I guess. But that's Baby Blue. Or Blue. Maybe it's just called Baby Blue. I don't know. It's still a song that I love. The video's too long now. You made it this far. Thank you.